3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Bean Gaming. We are in Five Nights Tower Defense. It just released a few days ago, and we're still checking it out, getting used to everything. And I guess I'm climbing on stuff, and so is Finland 2002, and he disappeared. Look at that. I worked my magic on him. But anyway, so we're going to take a look at a few of the maps today just to get people off and running, just to get you started. The nice thing about the playtime gifts is that if you accidentally disconnect or leave, you come back in the game and your timer is still running. So I really like that. I don't know what the buffer is. Maybe you can be gone for 5 minutes, but either way, that's really cool. And then if you want to get the premium pass, which I did, that gives you access to this top row over here, so you do get some additional rewards, including Rockin' Bonnie, which actually is really good. It's an AoE tower that I use often, so we're gonna showcase Rockin' Bonnie today as well. And I'm already up to Season Pass 1, level 7 here. And I'm sure there's a lot more people that are way farther than I am, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. You can skip levels if you want to, but every time that you skip, you want to keep skipping, then you're going to have to pay more and more Robux, which probably isn't overly expensive, but just grind it out. I mean, it's not too bad. So you can see that I do have my starting 5 here, and I do have range 3, which is really good for an AoE tower. This is Rockin' Bonnie. And then I did get Boss Killer on Withered Freddy, and he cost a lot, 7,500, but still the Boss Killer is going to help out quite a bit for that final boss. I don't really use Shiny Foxy too much, but I'm going to bring him along today. And I do use Shiny Freddy, and I do have Speed 2 on him, and that's actually really good. And I don't really use my Shiny Chica. But let's just do the first 3 maps here and see if I can win. We're going to go through the play here area, and you can see you can do solos, duos, trios, or quads. I'm going to go in the solo elevator, and we're starting in 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here we go. Watch the animation on this elevator, though. I think it's pretty cool. So the elevator doors are going to close, and then instead of closing and just... Actually, no, they don't close. You just go down. So I guess watch your hands on the way down. When you're choosing your game, there's only 2 floors right now, but all the different nights are available, and there's different modes you can click. I don't know at this time if you get... I think you do get better rewards, even though they don't show up here. I think these are the base rewards, and then if you click on medium, hard, or the other modes, I believe your rewards do increase. And you can see that they're flashing on through different rewards here. I don't know if those are all good, or if when they change, that's what you get as soon as you start. I really don't know about that, so that's something I'm going to have to ask Hyper. But we're going to pick easy mode. No, we're going to do medium mode, rather, because I have the towers for it. So we'll do night 1, 2, and 3, and I'll show you my strategy. Let's go ahead and vote on in here. For this first night here, you only get $300. And so that's not a lot. And you can see these zombie Bonnies actually have quite a bit of health to them. They're 100, and there's 4 of them coming out of the gate here. So I do want to put my Freddy right up front here, and usually he takes out 3 of the 4, and it's not a big deal because I will take damage, not a problem at all. I usually put him right on the corner here. I think he can pretty much solo this map by himself, and that's what I should have done. But no big deal. I'll put this other Freddy right on the corner here. That way he has that L shape in order to take out these zombie Bonnies. It doesn't show how much their leak damage is. It just shows their health. And I believe their leak is 10, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see here. Yeah, it's only 10, so it's actually not even a big deal. Let's put some more Freddys around here. And I do like the stars at the bottom over here. And what's also cool is you can see that they are shiny. And when they are shiny units, they have that shine to them, which is pretty neat. And I like how when you place your mouse over the tower, you can see how many of them you've used. So I'm going to go ahead and put down a few more because I have the money for it. Can I squeeze him in there? Or I'll put him... Oh, I don't like that they do have a little bit of an issue when you place them over another tower. See how they kind of rise a little bit? I don't like that because then it just becomes a little bit too hard to place. And now all 8 of them are down. And I'm just going to start leveling them up. 500, 750. And I like how the color of the star changes. I think that was a really good idea. And just take a look at this Freddy. These Freddys are not messing around here. They're shiny, and they don't want to play any games. They're taking out all of these Foxies that are running through here. Let's go ahead and get and upgrade this Freddy. And I do like the way that the stats cards are. You can change first, last, closest, strongest, weakest. And I think that's a really good idea. And so these zombie Bonnies don't stand a chance. I have not tried hard mode yet. I was able to beat medium, and of course this is the first map. And these Freddies, even if they weren't ranked at all, then they still would be able to solo easy. And so that's pretty good. But as you work your way on through the floors or on the different nights, then it becomes quite challenging. I'm kind of stuck on night 2 right now on the second floor. I think I just beat it, but I can't go beyond that. It's pretty difficult. So that's something I'm gonna have to work on. And it seems from the little that I've played so far with other people, that the health of the enemy stays the exact same. But if your tower isn't on the ground and doing any damage, you're not collecting any money. In fact, the only money you are collecting is the wave money. So you have to be careful about your placement and your strategy. And there's definitely different strategies when you're doing solos versus duos, trios, and quads. So you want to make sure that you get that strategy down, and that way you have a better chance of winning, gaining money, and figuring all the other fun stuff out. I was able to put down a Foxy, and what I like when you are back in the main lobby, when you click on a tower, it tells you what kind of damage they do. And so Foxy does melee damage, and I don't know if that means bleed damage. I would assume so, but I'm not overly certain on that. I can completely level him up here, and his cooldown is 0.75. Notice the boss isn't taking any damage right now. It takes a moment for him to start going and for him to take damage, and there we go. So now Mangled Bonnie is starting to walk, and he's not going to survive any of these Freddies. Oh, look, and I did get 3 enchants, and I forget which relic this is here, but relics allow you to change your tower from a regular tower to a shiny tower. It just depends on which relic you get. Night 2 is interesting because you have 2 separate entrances, and this is where I'm going to start to use Rockin' Bonnie. So I'm going to put my Freddies a little bit towards the back here. This is where I was talking about if you're playing duos, then you can have your partner play one side and you can play the other side. But since I'm doing solos here, it's a little bit different. I really do need to start doing damage to the enemies on the single track here. Unless you have a tower that has a lot of range to it, I may take some damage here. We'll see. And there's 300. Let me get to 300 again. And we are good. It seems like when you are in easy mode, then these zombie Bonnies have a health of 50. When you are doing the next mode up, then they increase to 100. So I wonder if they increase by 50 every single time, or if it's something different. If it's a different scale factor. I'm not overly sure about that. But I can place 2 more, and so I do need to get to 300 here. These zombie Bonnies are coming out in bunches now. And I'm gonna place 2 more just to be safe, and then I'll start placing my Rockin' Bonnies, which you'll see are totally cool. They're getting closer. Now I can place down another Freddy and 1 more Freddy for good luck. There we are. And they're not. Are they going to survive? No, they're not. Okay, let's place down a Rockin' Bonnie. Actually, I can place down 2 Rockin' Bonnies. Rockin' Bonnies do AoE damage, and their cooldown is less than 1, which is very nice. And you can see these zombie Foxies are both taking damage right now. And they're not taking a ton of damage because I do need to level up my Rockin' Bonnies. And look at this, they're just taking out these zombie Bonnies right now. 800 for the first upgrade, and the damage went from 5 to 7, which is really nice. And here we go, watch all these zombie Foxies. They're gonna start taking damage right away, and I'm collecting money now. I like all that money collection. Look at this. Once I fully level up my Rockin' Bonnies, then those Foxies aren't going to be able to get through at all. And just look at the mobs and mobs of enemies that are coming out here. All these zombie Bonnies. This is where the AoE really helps. Watch this. They're not even going to make it through. They're taking damage, taking damage, taking damage. Not even going to make it to my Freddies. So if you can get some kind of AoE unit, and this Chica here is also an AoE unit, although it does explosion damage on a smaller scale, where this Rockin' Bonnie's full AoE. Oh, it does say right here. Yeah, it does say AoE right here in this little blue box. Okay, so let's increase our damage from 7 to 10, and our range increases as well. I can go ahead and do another increase right here. And look at these zombie Foxies. Nope, 1600 completely maxed out now. Can we get to 1600 up front? There we go, completely maxed. And no issues. Can we get to 1200? There we go. No issues at all. We should be good the rest of the way. We just switched over to wave 12, and I want to show you the damage that these Rockin' Bonnies are doing. Just look at all of these enemies that are coming out everywhere, but this AoE damage, look at this, they're just taking them out pretty quick. Let me zoom out a little bit here so you can see what's going on. They're not even making it to the Freddies. I mean, these Rockin' Bonnies are really, really good. And so they only have, let me see, he has range 3 on him, which is really good. Now, of course, there's other enchants that are better. but that's still really good. I'm gonna put the boss killer right here. This is my Withered Freddy, and I'm gonna change him to strongest. And look at this. That way, he's going to work on all these zombie chicas evenly. I'm not worried about the ones that are on this side, and I know that the boss is coming out of this entrance every single time, so that kind of helps when I'm doing my placements. And you know what? Let's just put one more over here. That cupcake isn't going to make it on through, and I'll do strongest again. And I'll do strongest over here. And this Withered Freddy's actually really, really fast. And you can see the railgun that he has. That's the reason why he's so fast. We're on wave 14, and we're doing some AoE damage, and then these Withered Freddy's are doing some really, really quick damage here. So it's really not a damage of 17. You have to divide it by this 0.05. So he's taking them out really quick here. And he is expensive, though. $10,000 to upgrade. See, look at that. And so his range stayed the exact same, but next time his range is going to increase as well as his damage. So I want to get to 15,000 as fast as I can. And that way he'll end up taking out the boss. Now the boss killer rank ends up giving you a 20% damage increase, but it does a 100% damage increase against bosses. And that's going to be really helpful against the inflated cupcake. And he looks dangerous, but he's actually not going to be. This 6K is going to come down really fast once I get to this 15,000 here. Get in that ring there. And notice I put him on an L shape, so he's going to come down super fast. Watch this. Here we go to 15,000. There we go. Inflated cupcake is getting deflated right now. Doesn't even stand a chance. Oh, I got 3 more in chance. That's awesome. We're going to play again, and let's do one more map. Starting up night 3, it kind of looks similar to the previous night, but the entrances are in a little bit different spot here. But my strategy is going to stay the same, at least for now. These first 3 floors, my strategy is the same. I do want to collect my Rockin' Bonnies and start placing them over here. So I do want my regular Freddy's in the back. And look at all these zombie Bonnies. There's actually quite a bit of them. I may take some damage. We'll find out in just a moment here and see what ends up happening. Put 300 down. Once I get to $300, see, look at this. I don't like how I can't place my tower there. I hope that the developers can fix that. But I think I'm going to place down all 8. Wave 5, and this is my placement right now for solos. I have my 8 Freddy's in the back here, and I have my Rockin' Bonnies up front here. $800 to upgrade, and these zombie chicas are going to be gone really quick. Now we have the mob of Foxy zombies coming out now, or zombie Foxys rather. And they're fast, they have a lot of health to them, but this AoE damage is really helpful. I'm able to upgrade and upgrade, and then look at that. They're getting depleted really quick here. And so the cooldown is 0.75. The range is going to increase on the next upgrade, and the damage goes from 7 to 10. So when we get to level 3 and level 4, that's when the damage really starts happening, especially with all these zombie Bonnies that are just coming out in these crazy mobs, but they don't even stand a chance. So I'm in a really good spot now. And look at this, level 4. 14 damage, range of 26, so looking really good. There we go. And not many of these towers are going to even make it through to get to these Freddy's. Wave 11, I do have enough money now to put down my Withered Freddy. And these zombie Freddy's, they actually have a ton of health to them, the most out of any of the enemies just yet. So let me put this Withered Freddy on strongest, and no contest over here. And this zombie Freddy, I think I'm going to put down another one of my shiny Foxies and completely upgrade him. That way he can work on anything that comes out on this side. And this zombie Freddy won't even stand a chance. See, look at him getting taken out. Although 1,500, that's quite a bit of health to him. So we are going to be able to take him out, but that's still a lot there. I want to get to 7,500 again. And I'm just pressing number 5 on the keyboard. That way I don't have to click with my mouse and bring them over here. I'm hoping that at some point that the developers allow us to just click on these towers in order to upgrade them. Let me put down another Withered Freddy right here in the middle. That way when some of those tankier enemies come on out, he'll get them on this side. But boss is going to come out over here in a couple more waves. And I have, we have to do strongest. Let's do strongest here, and then we'll also do strongest on this side. So now they're focusing on these zombie Freddy's here instead of the zombie Chica. Because, look at that, now they're gone. Really good idea here. And then same thing on this side. This Withered Freddy is going to work on this zombie Freddy first. Once he gets in range, there we go. And now, easy, over with and done. Wave 15, so a ton of enemies are going to come out right now, but it shouldn't be any contest whatsoever. 2 entrances that are just, look at all these enemies. That's so much stuff. And then we can go, can we get 15,000? There we go, 15,000. So now we're doing damage of 30 every 0.05 seconds. They were just obliterated. Didn't even stand a chance. And we should be good to go on this, yeah. No problems at all. Let's get to another 15,000 here. Can we get to it? We are. The boss is going to come out, and 15,000. There we go. This Endo Freddy. No, look at this. He's gone already. Doesn't stand a chance. Let's get him. There we go. No contest. Endo Freddy. See you later. It's the Endo of him. So how is Five Nights Tower Defense going for you? Are you having fun with it? Well, I will tell you this. Hyper allowed me to tell you what's going on in the coming week. So he said there's an update coming within the first week. So hopefully that's about 5 or 6 days away, I'm thinking. So big update coming. And then there's going to be Endless Mode that's coming out eventually. And then there are going to be pets available for content creators. There's going to be free cam available for us to use, which is pretty cool here. If you've never used free cam, it's pretty cool. And then trading is coming out eventually, as well as a secret channel in the Discord. And then last but not least, there is an AFK zone that's coming out. And he didn't tell me when it was coming, but he just said that's in the works right now. And then we'll see when that gets available to everyone else. So, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!